Alright, you guys, let's jump right in. So right now I am, oh my gosh, you guys are about to see the worst butchering of a chicken. Okay, I've been doing it this way since culinary school. I haven't changed my technique because I don't like butchering anything. So anyway, I'm butchering this whole chicken because I am actually going to be using the other parts of this chicken, and my butcher gave me a really good deal on this chicken. So I'm going to be using this for some recipes later on in the week, which will involve chicken stock. I can't wait to show you guys that. But everything that I don't use here today will be going in my chicken stock. I don't really know how to explain this, so I try to start by cutting the breasts away so that each of the sides of the chicken lay flat, and then I pop both the thighs out of the joint and then just try to cut it straight down the middle. And you never want to cut through bone. And then I follow, most of the time when you're butchering something, if you follow that little fat line that I'm showing you guys, that's pretty much where you're gonna need to cut the joint. That's where the joint is gonna be at, and you cut right there. So I'm leaving the skin on because it is going to crisp up really nicely for this recipe and add another level of flavor. You guys know I'm all about the levels. And also, you guys, I am going to be taking the bone out of the chicken thigh. You will see me struggle so hard on that, but like I said, I still wanted to show you guys this process, no matter how painful. Okay, so you guys, I'm gonna sear the chicken. What I forgot to do was sear or season both sides of my chicken. Be sure to season both sides of your chicken. I was intending on putting the chicken down into it and then seasoning it once it was in the pan, and then I totally forgot. But make sure you do both sides of the chicken. And we're only searing it, we're not cooking it all the way through just yet. So once both sides are seared, I am going to start making the base to what will be our sauce later. And I am cutting a shallot. I love shallots. They basically remind me of half garlic and half onion. I'm not going to do any onion or garlic in this. This right here was just necessary. I try to keep the ingredients pretty straightforward and simple for you guys. But obviously, if you don't have a shallot and all you got at home is onions or garlic, obviously use one or the other, or use both. It'll totally it'll still be really good. And then after I'm done searing that, I take those out and add a little oil to the pan. I also add a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of butter, and add my shallots in to saute those for a minute. And after that kind of sautés a little bit, I grab some thyme leaves, and this is optional. If you have dried thyme, if you have dried rosemary, either of those will work. Dried parsley, which I end up putting And then I pour 3 cups of chicken stock in here. I set that to medium and let it simmer, and since I didn't have foil, I used parchment paper. Works perfectly fine. And now I'm gonna be starting the vegetable part, and I'm doing Brussels sprouts, but you can do green beans, asparagus, any kind of your favorite, like broccoli, any kind of your favorite vegetable. I chose this because I love Brussels sprouts, and I especially love them when they are charred in the oven. It's my favorite. It's like having fried Brussels sprouts. So what I do is I remove a very thin slice of the bottom off, you know, the dirty part. Don't take too much because you don't want your leaves falling off, just enough to remove the bottom of the part. And then I cut them in half, and if they're super big, I quarter them. And what I'm going to be doing with this is super simple. I am going to be adding roughly smashed garlic, some oil, thyme, salt, and pepper. You can use any oil you want, olive oil, whatever kind of oil. I wouldn't recommend using a low point oil like coconut oil or butter, anything like that, because it will burn really quickly and it won't cook your stuff thoroughly. But you know what? I haven't used coconut oil in a while, so that might not be true. I would check. I would Google that. But anyway, and then I also do fresh thyme, and I kind of just throw the sprigs in there because I will be removing the thyme sprigs later. I do a decent amount of salt and pepper. Just remember, you want it well seasoned, but you don't want to overdo it. You can always add, you can't take away. I pretty much do the same thing for my potatoes. I just got this little bag of a potato medley, and what I'm doing is cutting them in half or cutting them in quarters the same way with the Brussels sprouts. And I'm doing the same exact procedure: salt, oil, pepper, thyme, and garlic. And I'm putting it on the same sheet tray, which is amazing because it cooks at the same time and it is just beautiful. It's 400 for 20 minutes, and I did it at the same time I was doing the chicken. That's why the way I'm doing this video is so that you guys can do it at the same time. So while your chicken is boiling, it's going to take 20 minutes, and then your roasted vegetables should take about the same. So you're saving time. So now I'm going to be starting the sauce, and you want to remove your chicken out of the chicken stock. I ended up adding, I think, a teaspoon of parsley, or I let my chicken stock reduce by half. It makes it a little bit more rich when you reduce the sauce, and it removes a lot more liquid so that when I add the heavy cream, it just turns into this nice creamy sauce. About a cup of heavy cream, and then I add a juice of 1 lemon. This right here is the key. Do not forget the lemon. It is fresh. And I also let that simmer with the lid off, because remember, we kind of want the moisture to come out so that it can make a nice reduction or a nice sauce. So there is going to be 2 ways to tell that your sauce is done. The first way being that you'll see me run my spoon through the heavy cream backwards, and you see that it doesn't fill in immediately. It gives it like a little bit of a second before it starts to come in. That's how I know that it is viscous enough to remove. Another way is just by grabbing a spoon, and if it coats the back of a spoon, it is all done. Just some quick tips. You don't want to overcook the sauce, because as soon as it cools down, it will solidify and it won't be that creamy sauce that you're looking for. But you also don't want to underdo it, because then it will be too liquidy. So make sure you do one of those two tests and it will come out perfect. After I'm done with all of that, you guys, I put the chicken back in the sauce. I don't normally do this. I would much rather leave the chicken on the side and add the sauce to my plate. One, because I don't want it to continue to cook in that sauce, and two, you get to kind of add as you go, like depending on if you want more or less. Then I pull out my roasted vegetables, and don't they look so beautiful, you guys? That is perfect. Oh my god. You guys, this is so perfect. Nice and brown. And now I am plating, you guys. That is it for the recipe part of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys are still here, leave me your favorite vegetable emojis. And that is it, you guys. So let's get into this. I decided to do something more simple today, and because I've got a lot of DMs, actually a lot of DMs, a few comments on if I could make something more homey. Even though everything I do is homemade, it is from scratch, I do get what you guys are saying. You guys want more of like a, not like extreme, like you're not gonna go home and make a munchies feast. I get it. So I'm gonna try to balance that out, because it's like, these are like my food dreams that I share with you guys, but I know a lot of you guys still want like that kind of more chilled out kind of meal. So today that is what this is. I'm super excited about this because it's super simple and it is delicious. I cheated, okay? I cheated. I had some, okay, I didn't have some, but I dipped a little potato in the sauce and I was like, oh my God. That's heaven. So we are going to get right into it. I hope I don't have you guys up too high, but I do want to guys show you the plate again. So I did chicken breast, chicken thigh, if you watch the recipe part, and then I have roasted Brussels sprouts and roasted potato medley, which is yellow or Yukon Gold, red potato and purple potato. So I'm just going to cut some of that right now. Let's see. You guys. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I put more sauce on there, you guys. Okay, let's grab a potato with it. Oh my God, let's get a trio. Mmm. You guys know I wouldn't lie to you. You know I wouldn't. Mmm. Oh my God. I know I say make everything. and I want you to, but I really want you to make this one too. Especially tonight. Oh my gosh. If you can't make it tonight because I'm supposed to be uploading this video and it'll probably be coming out a little bit later. I know I need to get into the groove where I'm not filming and editing the same day because it is a lot. But make this on Tuesday. A little back history on this recipe, on this chicken recipe. I don't want to say it's the exact same thing I used to do in culinary school, but I remember learning this recipe in culinary school for one of my first recipes, and this was when I was in Seattle. Oh my god. Make sure that's up here. Holy crap. And when you put the sauce on it, it just drizzles down to everything. The Brussels sprouts, the potatoes. If you don't like Brussels sprouts, get some green beans, asparagus. I can't even imagine how good this would be with asparagus. You could even make mashed potatoes and this could be your gravy. Oh my lord. So many possibilities with this. Hold on, take a couple more bites. I have a shriveled up serrano right here. This recipe is tried and true. I don't know. Is it called tried and true? Is it called try and true? Tried and true? I'm telling you, you get home, you put this on the stove. For your kids, for yourself, for your husband, for your man, for your girlfriend. They're gonna come up in the house like, what is that smell? What is that smell? Y'all. Oh my lord. So tender. So in the last video I told you guys about the habanero salsa. Hold on. I told you guys about how I've been obsessing over this. So I went to the store and I got both of it because you guys said the green one was your favorite. So I'm about to try both of these right now, and I wanted to do this on camera because a lot of y'all were talking to me about this. And I'm like, what's the hype? What's the hype with the green one? Oh my gosh, man. These are one of those meals where you just, oh my gosh. And the whole house smells good. The whole house smells good. It just smells like just garlic. Because what I did was garlic and the thyme. And you could just smell it in the oven. And just permeates the whole house. And you smell the sauce. And the shallots. That right there. Alright, so I'm just going to get a potato. I wanted to taste test this on something else. But I was like, I just can't wait. That one's good. That one's good. Spicy. Alright, let's try this extra hot one. Look at that. It says extra hot. And it don't say extra, it says XXX. Ciao. And if you're wondering, hold on, let me. Oh God. Oh God. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's probably like a level above both of the red and the green. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not done. I'm not ready to be done eating. I loaded this plate up though, y'all. I loaded this plate up. Without filming, you guys, this recipe is about 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes long. I try to make it as simple as possible. Grab your veggies, grab your You don't even have to grab your carbs. You ain't even gotta do that. Grab your veggies, grab your protein. You know what I mean? This would be great for keto without the potatoes, right? I'm pretty sure you can do it. The lemon in the sauce is everything. I hope I mentioned this part when I edit the recipe part back, but the lemon in the sauce is everything. Put the lemon in the sauce, you guys. Trust me. And you don't need a bunch of seasonings. I know a few of us, like, we like to get out of control with the seasonings. We like to be doing this and doing that, putting it in that, and the paprika and this. Don't. Salt, pepper, oil, garlic, fresh thyme. That's it. You don't even have to put a fresh herb. If you got dried herbs, toss it in a couple dry herbs, but keep it simple. I promise you, sometimes simple is the best way to go. If you guys make these recipes, make sure that you take a picture and tag me on Instagram or DM me on Instagram, and I will give you a shout out. Also, if you guys have any questions about this recipe, I don't know if I have mentioned this before. If you guys have any questions on the recipe aspect of any parts of these recipes, you can always DM me. You can always leave a comment, because my notifications do pop up on my screen, and anytime I see something where somebody needs help, I respond almost immediately, unless I'm super busy, which I'm not, because y'all already know I ain't got no friends. I don't be doing that. I hope you guys try this. This was a good one. I wanted to keep it simple today, so I'm just rambling. I'm always kind of rambling. I know y'all don't care about what I'm saying, but y'all, I ain't got no friends. Y'all are like the only ones I talk to. Y'all the only ones I talk to throughout the day. If you guys are still here, what do we got? Do they have potato? Leave me some potato emojis if you guys are still here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I'm going to be attempting a couple recipes this week, which is birria tacos. Oh my god, I'm murdering that. And also, I'm going to be trying to make some dumplings, soup dumplings, okay? I'm super excited.